Hello, and welcome to Mech Warrior Online as opposed to the usual Battletech on this channel. So a couple of guys have been asking for a little bit more on this. And you know, if you want to see something, please feel free to do it. I am not playing my own account, as you can probably see. This is a buddy of mine who had not done the tutorial. Go figure. So all the games on his account played by me, and the reason is he bought the Dervish package, and I wanted it. there you go. Was there more of an explanation required? I don't know. Yeah, so I wanted to try the Dervish out, and I had maxed out my gaming budget for the month with a purchase for some new pedals for my racing rig, and also possibly some modifications to the racing rig to fit the pedals. And yeah, so there definitely was some things that I wanted to do. So the Dervish Hero, which is the one I wanted to start with, and this is more of a first impressions versus a this is a good build idea. We'll want to be clear on that. I've basically made this into an MRM 60 defense tower because it's an all missile hardpoint mech, 6 of them, 2 in each arm, 1 in each torso, and an AMS. Tried it as a SRM boat, didn't really work out too well. LRM boat doesn't really make much sense because if an LRM boat has just LRMs, it's exceedingly, once it's located, it's exceedingly easy to kill it. It doesn't have really defenses to deal with light mechs, for example. So I went with the MRM, an XL Engine 295. We have 5 tons of ammo, which might actually be a little bit overkill. And 5 jump jets, giving us our maximum jump distance of 47.9 meters. And then we also can go 89.9 kilometers per hour in a straight line. So that's pretty cool. She twists pretty well. It's a very mobile mech. Not a lot of builds you can do with it, though, because being entirely missile-based. And I've never really done an entirely missile-based build, so here's how it goes. I played a couple of games in it. This is not a debut, so we were kind of past a little bit past the absolute first impressions. But we're still pretty early on, and we're going to see how this goes. So our first battle is here at Grim Plexus in a domination mode. Oh, nope, assault mode. Assault mode. I voted domination. We get assault. Oh well. And you can see I have the weapons group set up to fire individually or to just double tap with weapons 1 and 2. We have... This is the lowest number of missiles I brought into battle because I recently upgraded the engine at the expense of a ton of ammo. So we'll see if I like that. I might go back. You never know. Like I said, this is more of a first impressions video than anything else. Obviously, for skill tree, you're going to want the missile quirks, high explosive, extra missile rack, convergence of missiles. These are key. And then, frankly, frankly, after that, not entirely sure. I feel like maybe because of the nature of like the FaceTime of getting the full missile salvo off, that I'm going to probably want to do the tankiness tree, survivability, and you know what really would be good? Radar deprivation from the sensor tree. That would be, I think, ideal because you have a relatively quick mech with jump jets that can get around the battlefield, and if you could pop up where they don't have radar coverage on you, boom, you can let them have it. So we do have some enemies coming in this way. So I'm going to move up to support our Hellbringer here.
New target acquired.
And take a quick peek over here. It looks like that flank is clear for now. From this range, I don't really want to shoot the MRMs. They have the range. The problem is, of course, they have a lot of spread. And from this far away, they're going to spread to not do the pinpoint damage I would like. And also I can just miss like that. So I'm going to slop down here and see if we can pick off this enforcer who's making a run on our lines.
Target spotted.
Got some hits that time. A rotary enforcer. I don't think I've ever seen that. I love my rotaries, but the enforcer's not really a mech that I would particularly ponder it for. So I'm going to set up here for possibly some crossfire. Except our guys are falling back off the plateau, so they must be getting more fire against them than they probably want.
Target acquired.
So in that regard, I'm just going to head back to where I was.
New target acquired.
And, you know, run into one of my guys, because that's intelligent.
New target acquired. Target destroyed.
Well, they got him without me. Gonna creep up here.
New target acquired.
Got it. Got a little bit of that linebacker. But I don't want to expose myself to their firing line, so I don't want to follow up.
New target acquired. Warning incoming.
I will spray that Fafner, though. Do a little jump jetting to try to avoid the worst of the missiles. And just clip that Fafner with that salvo. Now, if this Kit Fox is not seeing anything, though, it means I can maybe open up another angle over here.
New target acquired.
Or they can just back completely off.
New target acquired.
Hey, it's that linebacker we saw earlier. Linebackers are a little hard to hit. They're for their size, they're incredibly short.
Target destroyed. New target acquired.
That's why I do love my linebacker. There may be a video on it at some point.
Mech behind us in the base.
Hop down a little bit, because I don't want to come up there again. But I can peek around this side
Acquired.
and get a piece of this Orion here. He's going to look at me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Target destroyed.
I just get pounded to bits.
New target acquired. Target destroyed. New target
Good hit.
acquired.
Good hit. Just going after this mech. Backstab with most of my medium range. A little more damage.
Critical.
I don't worry about the arm because, of course, the arm has no real armor on it. Internal injuries. Ooh, I like that. I like the sounds of that.
Target destroyed.
There we go. Got the kill on the back.
New target acquired.
3 mechs left alive. We see 2 of them.
New target acquired. Target
I don't want that.
destroyed.
SFT died. Awesome.
Sorry, I got bored and felt like pushing, if you guys don't mind.
And we got the win. A pretty solid win. A number of achievements. Didn't take a lot of damage either. Again, the arms, I don't care about them. You can blow my arms off and it's not a really big deal. Only 416 damage. Felt like more, to be honest. 2 kills, 5 assists. Pretty solid game all around. And let's get us one more before we decide to call it a night for this video. Alright, domination at, I want to say this is Tourmaline Desert? I think so. Pretty sure that's this map's name. I kind of know it more by sight than by looks. Or is this Grim Plexus? Might be Grim Plexus. I don't know. It's Tourmaline Desert or Grim Plexus. Either way, domination mode. Get to the P stain. Fight over the P stain. And do your thing. Actually, I think this is the same map that we did last game. I don't know why I'm having a hard time identifying it. Oh well. I have got more missiles this time. 2,000 missiles even with the second missile rack upgrade. Which will ask me to carry more missiles for the same tonnage. So that's always good. We, of course, did a little bit of damage to ourselves by running into a teammate. That was not smart. And there's been a lot of damage done to the Shadow Cat. I don't know why. Can't see that he would have received any fire. Checking, looking for movement. There's something in here because we're not capping.
Target spotted.
But I can't figure out where he is.
Target acquired. New target acquired.
Oh, I shouldn't have launched those missiles. It takes a while for them to do.
New target acquired.
Now we're in trouble. We're getting airstriked or artillery striked on. Getting out of here. Turning my back to the enemy. Not great. But I need to get back to our lines. We took a whopping 22% of our mech in damage there. That's not great. And we just really got one salvo into an assault mech. So, you know, that didn't go well. Got a fellow Dervish over there. I think it's also a fellow Frenzy Dervish. He's kind of unsupported. What's he got for weaponry? Pardon me, it's a 6MR Dervish. I'll back up my fellow Shadow Cat here.
Target spotted.
He's rocking 4 medium lasers, 2 LRM 10s, so that's not a bad LRM boat. Quite capable of defending itself. Not with how he's piloting it, though.
Need assistance.
So we're getting some great damage there. But he's kind of safe now. There's a king crab that's taking a hell of a beating. And is now down. I don't want to go through here, actually. On second thought.
Target acquired. New target acquired.
Managed to strafe the Vapor Eagle a little bit. There is a somewhat isolated Banshee here, Golf. Which, oh, not so isolated. They're very split up.
New target acquired.
But I am, for my part, going to try and keep this Vapor Eagle up. It's a machine gun Vapor. Won't be for much longer, though. There we go. Come along, get out of the Mad Dog's way.
Target acquired. New
Maybe
target
drop down on the Mad Cat? What do you guys think? Mad Cat? I think so. This is swinging in our favor. And when you're doing that, you want to keep it kind of... Those will be too high. But he is shutting down.
New target acquired.
And I can... Oh, one of our guys overheated.
Target acquired.
We got an ECM near us.
Target acquired. New target acquired.
It's this Banshee. No, actually, it's this guy.
Acquired.
Finish the Banshee.
Target acquired. New target acquired. Target destroyed.
So it's not great for running down light mechs, like, but it's kind of all we have left.
New target acquired. Target destroyed.
Cheetah down.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
Jenner next.
Target
Finished it up.
destroyed.
Got it.
Is happy to hear of your success.
And that's another victory for the Dervish Frenzy Hero. Did not start well, but we came out of this, I think, with a pretty solid game. Let's have a look at what it says. What our final stat line was. Yeah, pretty decent. 485 damage, 2 kills, 7 assists, 1 solo kill, 1 most damage dealt. Cool, cool. A lot of components destroyed. And yeah, we did pretty well. How'd we do in regards to our team? There we are. We were the #1 damage on our Lance. Go Bravo, Lance, though. Everyone there doing a good job. Not a great game for the Charlie Lance. The assaults didn't really bring it. In fact, we lost 3 assaults and only 5 mechs total. So there you go. Anyways, let me just take a quick look at the skill tree here and tell you where I think I'm going to go with this mech. I think I touched on it earlier, but I just, kind of give you a little heads up. There we go. A little more cadet bonus. Thank you very much. Always happy to take more cash. So, if we look at our mech here, we go to our skill tree. So I've been working the fire one for getting the missile nodes, which are, the green nodes. Other than that, I mean, heat gen, velocity, cooldown, range, they're all cool, but I don't know. Like, I feel like there might be some better things, so I'm going to get that last missile spread, and then I'm going to start, not operations, sensors. We're going to go for radar deprivation, because those are pretty key. You go down here, we get the radar deprivation, get that radar deprivation, and maybe even over here. I think just here for now, and we'll see how it goes. But there will be... It's definitely a possible branch to go down in terms of this. So that's the Dervish Frenzy. First kind of look at thing. I'd redo the color scheme. I think like red and black would be a little bit of a step up. But it's what it is. He's still a tier 5. I might play one more game and try and nudge him into tier 7. Or tier 4, pardon me. But that'll be all for now. I hope you enjoyed. And if there is a demand for more of these videos, I will do more of them.